Is this a squad?
Yes, my squad.
Are they nervous at all for you, Mike?
No, they're nervous for your brother.
Mike Tyson just shook the fight world with a final warning to Jake Paul ahead of their highly anticipated clash on November 15th, 2024, at T Arena. Fans are buzzing with excitement, and Tyson's latest statement only amplified the hype. Tyson warned Paul that he's unleashing his inner madman, ready to end Jake's career in seconds. This isn't just a fight for Tyson, it's a mission to put an end to Paul's influence of boxing antics, which he believes are tainting the sport. Tyson is determined, focused, and on a path to stop what he sees as a mockery of boxing. Mike Tyson isn't pulling any punches, literally or figuratively. He made it clear that when he steps into the ring, it's not just a fight, it's a reckoning. Tyson declared, "Jake better be ready because I'm coming to finish this once and for all." The big question now is whether Jake Paul can survive Iron Mike's wrath, or if November 15th will mark the end of the problem child. Tyson didn't stop at just a warning. On Logan Paul's podcast, Impulsive, he went all in, sharing his unfiltered thoughts on his highly anticipated comeback. Tyson was all business, making it crystal clear why Jake Paul should be shaking in his boots. The legend is back, and he's on a mission. The tension was palpable as Mike Tyson issued a final warning to Jake Paul, and it wasn't just for show. Even Jake's brother, Logan Paul, was visibly shaken, and with good reason. Anyone with a basic understanding of boxing knows that stepping into the ring with Iron Mike is a decision that could have serious consequences. Logan's fear for his brother speaks volumes. This fight could end disastrously for Jake. Tyson didn't just throw out empty threats, he laid everything on the table, offering the fight world a glimpse into the mind of a true boxing legend. On Logan's podcast, Tyson meticulously broke down every weakness in Jake's game plan, showing that he's done his homework. He made it clear that he's not leaving anything to chance. Tyson's preparation is thorough, and he's ready to exploit Jake's vulnerabilities.
I already gave him his warning. Fight like your life depends on it, because it does.
Tyson's experience and focus, the odds are stacked heavily against Jake Paul. Mike Tyson isn't stepping into the ring for a nostalgia trip, he's coming to win, and he's bringing decades of experience with him. Tyson has studied every angle of Jake Paul's game, from his defensive flaws to his footwork and punching technique. While Jake might be known for his mind games, Tyson has flipped the script and turned the tables. As a boxing legend, Tyson understands the psychological aspect of the sport and is using it to his full advantage. He's made it clear to Jake just how prepared he is, which is enough to get inside anyone's head. Tyson confidently stated, "I've been watching, studying, and I know exactly where to hit." He acknowledged Jake's talent but warned that Jake has never faced anyone like him. When they step into the ring, Tyson believes all of Jake's tricks will fall apart. Jake Paul must be feeling the pressure, knowing Mike Tyson has a strategy tailor-made to dismantle him piece by piece. Tyson, a master of the game for decades, is proving he still has what it takes to dominate. While Jake may have knocked out his previous opponents, Tyson operates on a completely different level. He's been through wars in the ring, fought the best, and come out on top. Now, with his sights set on Jake, Tyson isn't just aiming for a win, he's looking to make a statement. He's got everything locked down and has made it clear he's ready for anything Jake Paul throws at him. Tyson isn't just talking the talk, he's backing it up with decades of experience and preparation. Mike Tyson's extensive experience gives him an edge, no matter what Jake Paul brings into the ring. Tyson's coming in with a flawless game plan, leaving no room for surprises. He's also playing some serious mind games, getting Jake exactly where he wants him. In boxing, mind games and trash talk are the secret weapons. It's not just about what happens when the bell rings, it's about getting into your opponent's head long before the fight starts, planting seeds of doubt. Jake Paul knows this better than anyone, having built his entire persona on being the loudest, most confident guy in the room. Over the years, Jake has mastered this psychological aspect, but Tyson is turning the tables, using his own mental warfare to gain the upper hand. Jake Paul has made a career out of calling out every boxing legend and their grandmas too. The guy has a PhD in trash talk, earning his problem child nickname not just for his boxing, but for his ability to get under his opponent's skin. Whether it's his wild social media antics, press conference stunts, or face-to-face showdowns, Jake knows exactly how to push the right buttons. We saw him try to do just that during his heated face-off with Mike Tyson at the press conference on August 18th in New York City. Jake wasn't just throwing words around, he was trying to make Tyson doubt himself, trying to rattle the legendary Iron Mike. But let's be real, when you're up against a beast like Tyson, these mind games barely make a dent. Tyson has been in this game far too long to be fazed by some trash talk. He's faced some of the fiercest trash talkers in boxing history and still came out on top. Mike knows the sport inside and out, and he's seen more in the ring than most of us can imagine. But Jake Paul's tactics might work on some, but Tyson is on a completely different level. When Tyson looks at Jake, he doesn't see a threat, he sees a kid trying to play a game that's way out of his league. Jake might be known for his big mouth and even bigger confidence, but that's not going to cut it when you're facing the baddest man on the planet. Let's not forget, Tyson has been in the ring with legends, and he hasn't just survived, he's dominated. So when Jake tries to bring his trademark trash talk to Tyson, it's like bringing a water gun to a gunfight. Iron Mike has seen it all before, and isn't falling for it. At that recent press conference, you could see Jake trying to get under Tyson's skin, throwing out all the classic Paul lines, but Tyson didn't flinch. He's been through far tougher battles and faced opponents who've done more than just talk. In fact, Tyson's calm and collected response showed he's ready for anything Jake throws his way. Tyson's calm and collected demeanor likely shook Jake more than anything Jake could have said. When you're facing a legend like Tyson, all that bravado starts to look a bit shaky. Mind games are a huge part of boxing, and Jake has excelled at them for years, but this time he might have met his match. At the press conference, you could literally see the nerves on Jake Paul's face. The guy was sweating bullets, and it was clear he was grasping at straws every time he grabbed the mic. Instead of being cool and collected, Jake was just spouting whatever popped into his head, without much thought. The usual confidence was missing, replaced by visible anxiety. Jake Paul was clearly rattled, trying to hype himself up, but it wasn't working. Standing next to a legend like Mike Tyson had him visibly shaken, and the crowd's reaction made it worse. The moment Jake started talking, the crowd wasn't having any of it. They booed him non-stop, practically drowning out everything he said. You could see Jake trying to push through, but it was getting to him. Instead of keeping his cool, Jake lashed out at the crowd, cursing New York as if it were their fault he was losing control. That moment was telling. It showed Jake had reached his breaking point, unable to handle the pressure of being in the same room as Tyson. At that point, Jake Paul was clearly done. The pressure was too much for him to handle, and it showed. Sure, Jake has a bunch of knockout wins, but none of those were against someone like Tyson. Jake's opponents have mostly been other YouTubers and retired athletes, not seasoned pros with decades of experience. This fight is a whole different ball game. Tyson isn't just a legend, he's a powerhouse, and Jake's skills are about to face the ultimate test. The odds are heavily stacked against Jake. Stepping into the ring with a giant target on his back, Jake is facing a lose-lose situation. If he somehow manages to win, people will say he only beat a legend nearing 60, not exactly the stuff of heroic comebacks. It's like winning a race against someone well past their prime, no extra points for that. But if Jake loses, he'll go down as the guy who couldn't handle the pressure against a legend. Beating a 58-year-old athlete with health issues isn't exactly impressive for someone like Jake Paul, who has built his career on being unstoppable. Tyson's final warning is no joke. This fight is more than just a matchup, it's a reality check for Jake Paul. We'll have to wait and see how it plays out. What do you think of Mike Tyson's final warning to Jake Paul? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more boxing news. See you in the next video.